Hi there, this is Savewith Crypto. Okay, so go on, be honest, who was scared to buy Bitcoin when it was down here at $18,400? You know, I didn't have any money then, but I did buy some the other day at, I think it was about 19.8 or something like that. I actually bought 1.03 Bitcoin, so I'm quite pleased about that. What I didn't do was I didn't do this trade. I was in a trade down here and I kind of pussied out about here because I thought that was going to come back and retest resistance here, or support rather. And of course it didn't do that. It just kind of shot up like mad. I did take a trade on the way up. I did go into a long, and this is the sort of thing I don't normally do actually, because I did kind of chase that green candle going up, and I got an entry at 20,477. So obviously that's up quite a bit right now, and that's actually put me like nearly 50% in profit. So that's currently $3,227 in profit, which is quite cool. If you look at this line of resistance here, this is a trend line going back to November last year, and I mean, it's only got 2 touch points so far, but I'm wondering if we're going to get another touch there on this red line, which will be at about, what will that be? Actually, it's quite soon, actually. It's probably about 22,000 or so. Now, I think if it just touches that and then bounces back down, that'll be it for a while, and it'll probably be back down to 20k, maybe less. But if it breaks through this, and I think that will go back to the levels we were used to around about Christmas last year, the kind of 30, 40k. But I'm not sure if it's going to do that. It needs to break this red line here. I'm not sure if it will. Yes, I didn't do a really good trade, but I did actually buy a load of ZoidPay, actually. I bought some ZoidPay when it was about 11 cents, and it's not done as well as Bitcoin. It is actually at it's at 12 cents today, and there's various reasons why I bought ZoidPay, but I'll cover that in a later video. But ZoidPay is not that easy to get hold of, really, because you either have to do it, if you want to use an exchange, you can use Bitmart, which is a bit of a weird exchange, or you can swap it in Maiar, which you've seen me do in plenty of videos. In fact, I did it in the last video, so if you want to watch that, please do. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're probably not subscribed, and I don't know why, so please make sure you are subscribed and you've got notifications set on all.
Yeah, I mean, it's all looking pretty good, really. I mean, I've got this Ethereum trade on another account. It's only a small amount, but it's at 12% in profit, so it's $146, which is pretty cool. I did get a pretty rubbish entry, actually. I decided to go in at like 17.33, and it's only like 17.56 now. Yeah, I'm going to go to sleep now, so I'm going to set a stop loss here, so if it does come down, it will close about, I don't know, $10 in profit or something like that. So that's what I'm doing with that. So it's all looking pretty rosy, really. If you want to do any of this kind of trading, you can use ByBit, which is up here on the top of the video. I've done a shortcut, so if you go to savewithcrypto.org/ByBit, you go to my affiliate link, which gets you various offers. Now, I'm not quite sure what the offers are at the moment. I know it was $4,000, but I know that's going to change soon. But there's something to do with you make a deposit and you get $1,000, but you don't have to actually make such a big deposit. And ByBit are really awkward about telling you exactly what you're going to get. So all I'd probably say is, when you do your initial deposit, make sure it's as big as you want it to be, because it's the first deposit that normally gets you the best bonus. But yeah, it's a bit hard to tell exactly what you're going to get. If you get them on the chat, on the support thing, they will tell you, what you're going to get. But they're really cagey about what exactly you do get. But I have got big bonuses before. I think you've seen that past videos. I've had $1,200, that kind of thing. So, the bonuses are there and they do work if you make the right deposit.
Okay, so I actually started making this video last night, which is why I was going to sleep. I'm awake now. Now, what happened overnight was, Ethereum did come down, hit my stop loss. So I actually re-entered this morning at 17.33. The current price now is 17.64, which only puts it $194 in profit. But I'll have a go at that. I did set the stop loss here as well at 17.40. That's the problem. You see, if I'm not going to be around the charts all day, particularly at weekends where the price is very volatile, I do like to set a stop loss anyway in profit, but it's always a bit too near, so the chances are that if the price fluctuates madly, it might hit the stop. Now, in a similar way, the price of Bitcoin came down here. This was around about 6:30, and the price came down. That's when my Ethereum one hit the stop loss. Now, my Bitcoin one didn't, and consequently what I did, I added in the rest of the money. I did that into the trade. I think I went for 21,420, so I could have gone a little bit lower, but I didn't think it would go down that far, so I thought I'd just go for a stupid number like 21,420. So that's what I did. So that's put my average entry a little bit higher, so it's 20,477 at the moment, and we're currently at 21,670. But that means now that I'm 50% in profit again, and that's actually $3,247 in profit, which is pretty cool, isn't it? If you wonder how much I'm trading with here, it's actually, I was trading with 0.29 Bitcoin. That's all it was, which today is worth about $6,400. So it's not like I'm using millions of dollars. It does mean that with 10x leverage, the quantity, that's the number of contracts here, is actually $55,000. So that's because it's on 10x leverage. So you get the idea that initially the amount of contracts were worth about $5,500. So it's that sort of sum of money you need to be able to make these kind of gains like that. Sort of $2,000-$3,000 if you get a nice pump and you get a good entry. Now, a friend of mine was talking to me the other day. He's been doing the copy trading on ByBit, which I must admit I've had a go, and I just don't like it. I don't like it because you can't see what you're doing. You can't see where the person's entries are, and he was saying, well, can't I just copy you? And the problem is the way I trade. It's like really. It's not very good, to be honest. It's because I do things like, I have stop losses that are a bit too near the current price, so they tend to get hit quite often in profit, of course. But so some days I'll make like really tiny amounts of profit, like $10, $20, and then occasionally I'll make a good one, like a few thousand. But the other thing I do is sometimes I wake up in the morning. I think I woke up at 5:30 this morning, and I saw this kind of starting to roll over. And, I was looking at the Bitcoin one, and meanwhile, while I wasn't looking, the Ethereum one hit, which was a shame because I could have, if it hadn't have hit, I could have rode it back up and made some more money. But so I don't really see how anybody could really copy what I do, and I wouldn't suggest it anyway because I'm really not that good. It's just that, I've been doing it for quite a while, and you do get a feel for it. And to be honest, it's not that hard, is it? If you see a drop like that, and you look at stuff like the MACD, so you can see here that the MACD here was going like really red, and then round about here it's starting to turn pink again. And pretty much sooner or later it's going to go green again, like it has done just. And I think it's done that on the 1 hour as well. No, not quite. Okay, so, for the moment, that MACD is gone red, starting to go pink, and I would hope that would go green again, like what it did here, and you get another pump. To me, it's not that difficult. You just you see a dump like that, and I go long, usually with like a 10x leverage, and if I'm really confident about it, I'll use about 50% of the account, and then I'll keep the other 50% just in case it goes even lower, and then I can average in a better entry. if I'm not so confident, I might use 25%, but you can probably use a lot less, really, like 10% or 5%. When it gets into profit and you start seeing levels up at similar highs that you've just had, I'll think about taking profit. So maybe around about 21,782, I might think about taking profit. I might even close the trade there, but we'll see what happens. That's why my method of trading is really quite scrappy, not particularly good, but I kind of know how to manipulate the money I've got. And I think that would be really hard to explain to somebody, particularly at 5:30 in the morning. And what would happen is they'd miss the signal, and it just wouldn't work. I've also thought about being a principal trader on ByBit, and it's really restrictive. Things like you can't. I think it's something like you can't close orders with limit orders, which seems crazy to me. I mean, because that's how I like to close my orders. So I don't know. I'm not going to be a principal trader, not for ByBit anyway. I might look at some of the other platforms like Phemex BT and BitGet, but for the moment, that's not my plan. Anyway, what my plan is to make another video today. So I'm going to call it a day on this one. I know it's been a bit random, but please do give it a like, leave a nice comment, and above all, tell your friends.